And do you have any children under 18? Of course, a lot of them were 14 to 17-year-olds, so they did not have as many children. They did not have children. So 25% were the perspective of a parent. And now we're getting into the details of what they answered about what surgeons do they want. So what gender would you prefer your child surgeon to be? 60% did not care about the gender, and about 25% wanted female surgeons, and this is probably because 70% of the participants were female, and less were male, and there was also other, and this other went into, if my daughter's getting surgery, I want a female surgeon. If my son's getting surgery, I want a male surgeon. And another response was, whatever my child feels comfortable with. Right. Question 6, rank the characteristics you would look for in your child's pediatric surgeon. Number 1 was the most important, 7 was the least. And there was 7 categories, as you can see. One of them was customer service. It has an example of it. It was being friendly, caring, and showing, just having a good personality towards the patient. And there was communication, listens well, hears my concerns, and be able to communicate what's going on to the patient. Third one was treatment, having accurate diagnosis of what's going on, and scheduling. Because surgeons are really busy, I felt that that would be also an important quality to have, always being on time to an appointment. And intelligence, which goes with treatment. You have to be smart in order to go to medical school and graduate and be a surgeon. And relationship, so this was more of like, if my friend daughter had a surgery and that surgeon performs a surgery on my child, I feel more comfortable with it. And finance, surgery is really, really expensive, so most people would feel more comfortable if the surgeon accepted their health insurance. So the first one came out to be treatment, which was expected because as just a normal doctor, it's important to be nice, but surgery, it's life and death kind of thing, so you have to know what you're doing. The second came in with communication. I guess people thought it was important to understand what's going on because the concept of it is really difficult to understand, like what's going on, so communication came in second. And it was close, but customer service came in third. And then intelligence, which goes with treatment. And then scheduling, finance, and relationship. What are some of the most important attributes of a pediatric surgeon? This listed some personalities that I thought was important. And the first one that people thought was the most important was caring and compassionate. A lot of the feedback I got was you have to genuinely care about your patient in order to fully treat them with like full energy you have and make sure you're doing a good job. Second one was patient. Surgery just takes a longer time. It's different than just having the flu and giving some pills. It's hours long and there's pre-ops, post-ops. You have to make sure they don't have an infection later on. So patience takes time. And confidence came in third, I believe. Just having the appearance of being confident is really important to the patients because that's what's going to assure them that their child is safe. Nothing else really matters. And friendly, also you have to be nice to the patients to make them feel comfortable. And enthusiastic, having passion, I also got feedback that it was really, really important. And then funny, because you're dealing with children and children goes well with laughter. They like laughing. And I got some other responses. Most went with, oh, they're good with children because you're not just a surgeon, you're a pediatric surgeon. Okay. Question 8, how would you like your pediatric surgeon to explain the procedure? The first one that first place came in easy to understand, simplistic, because surgery is such a complicated procedure. Parents and people just want to understand just the whole concept of it, not the great details, because you're going to get lost in the details. And That goes with pictures and diagrams, which came in second. Seeing it in a picture would make them understand, better than just with words. And in a straightforward manner came in third. Not a lot of people wanted, oh, I'm going to cut your child open. And in great detail went in with that. Not a lot of people wanted that much detail into what's going on. They don't want to see the gory parts of pediatric surgery. Number 9, question 9, what would best show pediatric surgeon's competence? This was really interesting to me, kind of the response was interesting. First, of course, came in multiple years of experience. So they liked having surgeons being older. So a lot of the rookie surgeons are not going to be trusted as much as the older surgeons who had more experience. And then second came in up to date on the current medical world. I thought second would come in with top medical training, but people thought, a lot of the feedback I got was that the medical world is always changing. There's technologies developing, new procedures, new tools you can work with. So if you're more experienced and you've been in the field a longer time, you're not going to be more knowledgeable of that. So people wanted the surgeon to be up to date, easier procedures that are more safer. And then top training, of course, it's important to graduate from a good medical school instead of just like a community kind of medical school. And seeming confident, this was really surprising to me. Just having the appearance was much more important than just winning an award. I think the people felt that just winning an award doesn't really mean much to them because it's just a piece of paper just hung up, instead of having that appearance that you are capable of what you're doing. And I had one response of other. It was really interesting. I know this was my friend's parent, and she was really concerned with the finance part of it, and she wanted to have like a rundown of how much everything cost. And I'm pretty sure there's another person who goes over that with the patients, like how this costs and that costs. But just let me know. Just let me know that finance is a big component of surgery. And question 10, what else would you look for in a pediatric surgeon? So this was a free response, and I got answers ranging from, oh, I want my surgeon to be physically attractive to being capable. And these are more serious answers, and some of the ones that touched my heart, I guess. And loving hearts toward children. A lot of them wanted to make sure that surgeons loved child and children and were genuinely concerned. See, are they genuinely concerned? And then someone that truly makes my child feel safe and important. And then following up after treatment, which I did not think about, because a lot of times when I thought about surgery, it was just surgery and nothing else comes after it. But the parents were concerned with, oh, after surgery, are they going to check up with my child? Are they going to make sure they're going to be okay for the rest of their lives? So that made me think about that, and I had a long response, which was just kind of touching. It talks about how the surgeons doesn't see it just as an ordinary job, but one that involves more responsibility in it. And it says a pediatric surgeon should consider their patients to be actual people and not just objects they have to deal with every day in their career. And the last one I really liked was confident, mature surgeon who could juggle the sometimes cruel nature of children pediatric surgery and keep a child smiling at the same time. This really made me think about the hardship that involved with pediatric surgery. A lot of the work hours you have to handle, and sometimes you're going to lose a child. But it's also important to be happy yourself to make sure the patient is happy, because they're children and it's better them to be happy than sad. And I also went into the correlation to see if gender really played a role in answering these questions. And I answered the question, does one prefer own gender? So this is a graph comparing female and male answers to the question, what gender would you prefer your child's surgeon to be? Most of them answered that they don't care, but as you can see, females wanted a female surgeon more than a male surgeon, and male wanted a male surgeon more than a female surgeon. So there you have it. And this was also kind of interesting. It was question 9, what would best show your pediatric surgeon's competence? And there's not much difference until it goes on to winning an award. The males thought it was more important to winning an award than seeming confident, and the females preferred that they appeared confident. Maybe it has to do with more emotional and the importance of appearance to females than males. And now that was my original work. And I'm going to go into my mentorship, which I was able to get after multiple rejections because they were all going everywhere and going to different continents to serve children. But Dr. Piper, that's her right there, and that's me. And she said yes to me, and she is an attending pediatric surgeon at Children's Medical Center of Dallas. And she's really interesting. I mean, I'm really lucky to have her. She's a surgical director at the center for children with intestinal failure. And that is when your intestines literally fails to do its job. So part of your bowels are like smaller, or they're not doing its job, so the children aren't able to take in the nutrients. They can't eat, basically. And they can't grow, and if you don't eat, you're not going to, survive. You need something in your body. So that's what she's doing. She's the surgical component of it, and she fixes that. And I'm going to be able to watch a lot of cool surgeries, more than just the normal appendectomy. So I'm very excited. My SMART goals. So it was really basic. For short-term, mid-term, and long-term, I all had eat breakfast every day. But the thing is, I didn't eat lunch today, so there's that. But I thought that was important because I don't really have breakfast, and it makes me really tired. And having sleep and reading the chapter of the Bible, because I'm a Christian and I really want to do that. And I actually achieved one of my goals. I got my perfect double pirouette, which is a dance thing. You spin twice on one leg, and you lift the other leg up to your other leg. And I was able to get that, so I'm really proud of that. But I'm still working on my Russian, which is like a toe touch sweep, and the turning disc, which is turning and then doing a toe touch. And midterm, calling my parents at least one time a week, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget that. And it's just working and dancing at least 30 minutes per day, joining a research group, making sure my grades are up, and finding summer internships. Because I'm a pre-med student, it's really important to have summer internships. Like, my summer isn't going to be summers anymore, it's going to be hospital work days. So I need to get on top of that, make sure I have that opportunity, because there's a lot of pre-med students and I need to grab it before other people do. And long-term goals: don't burn out, find meaning in my work every day. While I interviewed my pediatric surgeons at Children's, a lot of them told me to not burn out, because they see a lot of medical students and residents that get really burnt out, and they're frustrated. They don't see the goal, why they chose to be a surgeon. They don't see that, they forget it, they only see the stress. So I just want to think about it every day, like, why do I want to do this? Find meaning in it and keep on doing it. Another one was be a cheetah, look for opportunities and run and grab it. And showing appreciation to my loved ones, because a lot of times we forget to do that. You forget to say I love you to your parents and your friends. So that's my SMART goals. And I'm going to end my presentation with my quote. It says, "You got a dream, you got to protect it. If you want something, go get it, period." A lot of my goals were kind of tough, and looking into the surgeon's pathway to that career is really long, so I feel like I have a dream and I got to get it, period. Thank you.